Oh, so frustrating. I'm so terrible at this. I was just talking and talking, and the camera wasn't even running. Okay, today is October 1st. I'm starting over. October 1st, 2022, 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Clearwater, Florida, United States of America. Thank you for watching my video. Peace, blessings, and liberty to you and yours. Okay, so today is Shabbat in the Jewish faith. I'm not Jewish. I'm Christian, but I am dabbling around in the Messianic Jewish. Now, I'll not ramble too much. Let's just get right to the point. Okay. All right, so I'm going to make some homemade toothpaste. And, yeah, I don't know about the cacao. I'm probably not going to use the cacao. I might, but I'm definitely going to use the coconut oil. I ran out of toothpaste. So normally I use activated charcoal toothpaste. You can buy it at Winn-Dixie or in a lot of places sell it now. So I have the coconut oil. I have this activated charcoal bentonite clay. I have this apple cider vinegar. I have this. How do you say that word? Turmeric or turmeric? I don't know. Who cares? So however you say it, that's what I'm using. I'm using this cayenne pepper. I'm using this pink Himalayan salt, and it's not fancy. Okay, it's nothing fancy. I would use this baking soda, but I already have activated charcoal, so I think that's pretty much just as good. I would use this olive oil, but I already have coconut oil, so there's no. So anyway, I don't know about this cacao powder. I'm not sure about that yet. I've been putting cacao in a lot of stuff, and it just makes it taste weird. It's not because it tastes bad. Obviously, it tastes good. I mean, it's chocolate, right? Chocolate tastes good. But you don't want everything to taste like chocolate. That's what I'm finding out. It's like there is such thing as called mole chicken, and it's chicken with chocolate. It's a Mexican thing. I made it one time. It was really good. Amazing. It came out perfect. I'll never forget. I used some fancy kind of chocolate. What was it? Godiva? It wasn't Godiva. It was... Anyway, it was like one step down from Godiva. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And it came out perfect. And it had the weirdest stuff in it. It had the cacao, which it's unsweetened. So it's not like a chocolate candy bar, but it's chocolate. It still tastes like chocolate. It had the cacao. It had that chocolate, that unsweetened. It was cooking. It was the cooking version of the chocolate. It wasn't like a regular chocolate bar. It was, I can't remember the name of that chocolate. Anyway, it was amazing. So that and onions and garlic. So you think about putting chocolate, onions, garlic, jalapenos together. It doesn't sound good, but it was amazing. It was amazing. So I made some bread recently with chocolate, and it tastes okay, but it's just like I said, you don't really want everything to taste like chocolate. I mean, it's just like that's not what you're looking for. When you go to eat bread, you don't want it to taste like chocolate. That's just, I mean, at least I don't. So it's annoying. It's just annoying. So now I did acid wash my teeth yesterday, so my teeth feel amazing. Amazing. I bet you didn't know your teeth can feel good. Now I know your teeth can feel bad, but did you know they can feel good? They can feel good, trust me, if you learn how to clean them like the Lord has shown me. They can feel amazing. So my teeth feel amazing today. And they will for a few days, and they will for a couple weeks. But after a couple weeks, it'll start to be like, wow, I need to acid wash my teeth again. And you actually know. And your body tells you a lot if you learn how to listen to it. Okay, it's kind of like in the Bible. It's a still, quiet voice. It doesn't scream at you most of the time. Okay, it will scream at you, but that's in an emergency. But it's also, like if you break your leg, your body will definitely scream at you. But if it will also scream at you if you don't listen to its still, small voices for a long time, and then after a while it'll start. So, anyway, it'll very politely and gently get louder and louder and louder until it's screaming at you. And that's usually. And in my past, that's always when I went to the dentist, when my body was screaming at me, okay? But now, I don't exactly listen to every little still small voice that I hear coming from my body, but I'm better about it. Like, I might listen to it the 10th or 20th time it speaks to me. So, and sometimes I go 50, 60, 80, but, it's better if you listen the first time. So obviously, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna pause this thing and start it back up because I don't have any of those fancy things where you can put your camera on a stand and do all that stuff. I don't have all that stuff, so I'm just gonna pause it and then come back in a minute. Okay, so here we go. I have everything in there. I did not put the cacao in there. The apple cider vinegar might mess it up. And by mess it up, I mean make it taste terrible. It might. You don't really want it to taste terrible, but anyway, yeah. Now, I ran out of bentonite clay or one of the, see. This is activated charcoal. See, look, it's like a yin and yang type thing. And on one side is activated charcoal, and the other side is bentonite clay. Look at that. Okay, now what do you know? It's empty, right? So, okay, so I have this Redmond clay. It says for external use only, but then it starts talking about digestive health, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. It says, I've done it before. Look at this. It's also empty. Now, I've had that a long time, but it's a testimony to the fact that I use it a lot. Okay, so I got this. Why the cayenne pepper? Why the turmeric? I put turmeric in everything. Cayenne pepper as well. Cayenne pepper, in case you don't know, and you might think it's crazy, but they say that if someone's having a heart attack, you can get warm water, mix it with cayenne pepper, and feed it to them with a spoon, and it can reverse a heart attack within 30 seconds, supposedly. There's a story of a lady whose husband had a heart attack cutting the grass, and she asked to ride with him in the back of the ambulance to the hospital. So all the way to the hospital, she was giving him warm water mixed with cayenne pepper with a spoon, just little sips of it. And when they got to the hospital, he goes, I feel a lot better. I think I'll go back and finish cutting the grass. So I don't know if they let him go. I don't know. I think they did, according to the story. I don't even know if the story's real. It's a story. Who knows? But cayenne pepper is said to cause the heart muscle to grow. Okay? So it's supposed to have something to do with having a healthy heart. So I just have to mix this up. Well, the question is, why do I put turmeric in? I have no idea. I have no idea. Uh-oh. This call. That's my sweetheart. So yeah, I'm going to mix this up. Okay, there it is, all mixed up. It looks, I don't know why it looks kind of greenish. I think that's because of the bentonite clay. The bentonite clay, which I have not used before. I use it for other things, but not for toothpaste. I think I used to have a lot of digestive problems, and like really bad, like stay up all night. I used to think that if I ate a giant box of spring mix, it would make it feel better, and it seemed like it did. But I mean, it was bad. It was tough. Once or twice, I actually thought about going to the emergency room. It was bad. So I just started experimenting with different things. The clay, the activated charcoal. Activated charcoal, in the final analysis, seems to really work the best. The activated charcoal is amazing. And activated charcoal, in case you don't know, it looks like this on the black side. But I also got this bag of it from online. And yeah, you just want to drink extra water. And I don't mean like a gallon. I just mean like an extra glass. Like after you mix it with water, you drink it, then you want to drink it. Because it will make you be constipated if you don't drink extra water. Just, normal, not like crazy. Just a glass, maybe 1 or 2 glasses extra. 3 glasses extra. But anyway, yeah, I just started experimenting with different things and cut so much bread. I still eat bread, but just not so much. Like I'm kind of OCD. If I like something, I'll just go crazy and I'll just eat like ridiculous amounts of it. So for me, I need a perfect meal for me is like 10 different things to eat. That's where I grew up. I grew up in the South. In the South, they love their vegetables. My grandfather had a garden the size of a football field. And we'd sit down and we'd have an entree, usually like fried chicken gizzards, fried steak. Everything's fried in the South. But then we'd have like 5 vegetable plates from his garden. So that's the way I grew up, like a variety, but I take it an extra step. I have like the entree, 2 or 3 vegetables, like a plate of pickled type stuff, like pepperoncini, peppers, giardiniera, pickles. I've been eating a lot of, what's it called? the coleslaw, cabbage, pickled cabbage. It's a German thing. Sauerkraut. Eating a lot of sauerkraut lately. Like I can't live without it for some weird reason. That's another thing. I go through these phases where I'm addicted to tomatoes. I'm addicted to grapefruit. Right now, I'm addicted to sauerkraut. I can't get enough sauerkraut. Um, for a while, it was keto coffee. I couldn't drink enough keto coffee. I mean, I'd literally go to bed thinking about keto coffee the next morning. I mean, I was just obsessed with it. And now, if I drink it, it makes me sick. But and believe it or not, I put turmeric and cayenne pepper in my keto coffee. That's not part of the recipe, but I make up my own thing for everything. The last time I made this toothpaste, it was amazing. It was the first time it was ever amazing. In the past, I made it and it was like, bleh. But last time I made it, it was amazing. It made my teeth feel amazing, like better than ever. Unbelievable. Like I didn't want to use anything except this. And that's why it was empty, because I used it all. It was amazing. Uh, and I did acid wash my teeth yesterday, so that's why my teeth feel so good today. I don't remember if I said this in this video or the video where I was talking and the camera wasn't going. Uh, I don't know if you know your teeth can feel good. I know you know they can feel bad, but I never knew that they could feel good, and they definitely can feel good. I tell you from experience, your teeth can definitely feel good. And I haven't been to the dentist in 20 years. I spent my entire life up to that point going to the dentist like everybody else, except more so. Like I always had cavities. Every single time I went to the dentist, I had cavities. Literally, from the time I was a little kid, I just assumed I had bad teeth, you know. And I'm missing like 4 or 5 teeth because they had so many cavities. They fell out or they had to pull them out. So, and I used to go to the dentist when I had to go to the dentist. I hated going to the dentist. They pick at that little pointy thing and they start scraping and then they scrape beneath the gum. Oh my gosh. I hate, and then the drill, the thing that I think, oh my gosh, I hated it, right? So, my grandma, who was widely regarded as being crazy, by everybody in the family, she was idiosyncratic. She had her idiosyncrasies, and some of them were kind of extreme. Let's see, how long is this video? 12 minutes. All right, some of them were a little bit extreme, but anyway, one thing she used to say was that and she was a little Georgia girl. She was one of these little bird type women. You know what I mean by bird type women? Like little birds, like those little tiny birds. Like she was like a little 80-pound thing that a puff of wind could blow away. That's the kind of person she was. And she deeply instilled into the deepest recesses of the genetic code of every woman in the family severe body image dysfunction. Severe. That's one of the legacies that my grandmother left behind. Anyway, the other one is she used to tell everybody constantly, that's the other thing, she used to say the same thing over and over, and like 30, 50,000 times. I'm not exaggerating. Okay. Anyway, she'd say the same thing over and over again. Anyway, so one thing she used to, I hope I don't do that, by the way. One thing she used to say was, I go to the dentist. Let's see, how did she say it? She said, once a week I brush my teeth with hydrogen peroxide. And every time I go to the dentist, they say, Inez, you ain't got no plaque. Okay. So she'd go to the dentist and they tell her they don't have any plaque. Well, I was having so many problems with my teeth. I said, well, Grandma was crazy, but I was about 36, I think, if I remember correctly. Grandma was crazy, but I'm going to try this. I started brushing my teeth once a week. Actually, the way I am, I told you I'm OCD, I started doing it every day. Well, you can't do it every day. It's too harsh. Hydrogen peroxide is very powerful. Even though it's 3%, it's very powerful. 3% hydrogen peroxide, that's what you get from the store. If you want to get higher than that, just don't do it. Unless you're doing a science experiment. You don't need anything higher than that. 3% is all you need. Anyway, as far as I know. Anyway, so she used to say that, and so I finally tried it, and I went to the dentist. For some strange reason, I went to the dentist without having to go to the dentist. I just went there for a standard. Probably the first time in my life I ever did that. I went to the dentist, and the girl took that nasty, pointy thing and started to scrape my teeth. And she just took that little thing and clicked a tooth on the top left, clicked a tooth on the bottom left, clink, top right, clink, bottom right. And she said, you don't have any plaque. I said, I know my grandmother told me that it would be like this. No, I didn't know that, but I was like, wow, that's amazing. Crazy grandma was right. That's amazing. So anyway, so I came home all excited. Now, this is also the way I work. I embellish. I don't know. This is probably an OCD thing, but OCD people, I think, at least I do, I embellish. So, especially if I get a little bit of encouragement, like she said, you don't have any plaque. I said, wow, that's amazing. So I embellish it. I said, wow, I wonder how can I wonder how I can improve this. That's the way I think. I wonder how can I make this even better. It's never good enough. It's always got to be even better, right? So I said, I know what I'll do. I'll brush my teeth with toothpaste for 5 minutes, and then I'll put a timer on the microwave, and then I'll floss my teeth, and then I'll take some baking soda, and this time instead of toothpaste, I'll use hydrogen peroxide. So it'll be hydrogen peroxide and baking soda, because I knew that baking soda is a really good abrasive. And it's a very gentle abrasive. It makes everything really smooth. It's not like hard. It's not like damaging type thing. But anyway, salt is the same way. But anyway, so I did that, and then I gargled for 30 seconds. Not gargle, but swish like 30 seconds of just pure hydrogen peroxide. And then I brushed my teeth with toothpaste again for 5. So the whole thing takes about 20 minutes. And it was pure hell. It was pure hell. Pure hell. Pain like you can't believe. Like unbelievable. One time I did it, it hurt so bad, I swear I could feel every single vertebra in my back. And I mean, I'm sweating, pure pain. And then after that, your gums are peeling. Because what hydrogen peroxide is, it says right on the bottle, it says it's an oral debreeder. You know what a debreeder does? It's some kind of a substance that cleans. It eats and cleans. It gets all the dead skin, everything that's not supposed to be there, everything that's not healthy. I don't know how it works, but it gets everything that's not healthy. So what it's doing is it's peeling all the dead skin out of your. It was horrible. But then for some strange reason, I think it hurt so much, it was so horrible. I think I did it 3 months later, and it still hurt, and it was still horrible. But I noticed, okay, very subtle. You got to learn to notice the subtle things in life. That's where the secrets are. The secrets are in the subtleties. I noticed it didn't hurt as much and wasn't as much as pure hell. Okay, so then I said, well, you know what? Instead of waiting 3 months, I'm going to wait a month this time. And I did it. And after about 5 or 6 times, it didn't hurt at all. It didn't hurt at all. And then after about 7 or 8 times, it actually felt good. It was purely refreshing. Nothing hurt, nothing peeled, nothing was bad. So now, as long as I do it about once every couple of months, there's no pain. But if I wait more than 3 months, it goes back to the pain because your mouth, my theory, my philosophy is your mouth becomes in a state of disrepair. Okay? So everybody knows that repair work, if it's on your house, on your car, anything, repair work is painful. Okay? So you don't want your mouth to get in a state of disrepair. That's my philosophy. That's my theory. Now, why have I not been to the dentist in 20 years? I don't know, but my theory is that hydrogen peroxide has very low viscosity or high viscosity. I can never remember. It's like pH. One means high acid, one means low acid, but it's like the opposite of what you think it is. Anyway, I think it's high viscosity. It means it's like water, except it's even more watery than water. I know that makes no sense, but anyway, it's like water. But the point is it's bubbly. So it's got a very high viscosity, means it's very like liquidy, and it gets into the tiniest of tiny cracks. That's what the bubbles do. So I think that a cavity is like if you've ever seen a plant growing out of the side of a megaton concrete bridge, right? That plant, that seed finds a tiny little crack and gets in there and starts growing. And then if nobody does anything about it, it'll turn into a tree. And eventually that entire multi-ton concrete bridge will be torn down by plants because a tiny crack gets turned into a bigger crack. More stuff gets in the bigger crack. And then it just starts attracting all kinds of birds and animals. And they start dropping all kinds of seeds. And all the little tiny cracks get found out. And the whole, yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So I think the hydrogen peroxide gets in there and it cleans out all the little tiny cracks. So you don't ever get a cavity. Like microscopic crack. I mean, that's my philosophy. I don't know if I have any cavities or not. I don't care. My teeth feel amazing. I think no. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking I don't. Now, your teeth are living flesh. So even if you do have a cavity, if you clean it out, it'll grow back. I have heard that if you have a root of your tooth, which I do in one case, your tooth will grow back. My tooth is not growing back, so I don't know what's up with that. But supposedly, I've heard you have to eat a lot of organ meat and raw milk, and I don't know. I don't buy into the organ meat, raw milk. I think that stuff is healthy, but I don't buy into it being the secret to having your teeth grow back. I do believe that your teeth will grow back. I don't know why mine is growing back. So I'm missing something. I don't think it's the organ meat and raw milk thing. It could be. Maybe that's what I'm missing. I haven't tried it, so I don't know. But anyway, if my tooth grows back, I will definitely let you know. All right. That's my video for today. Today is Saturday, October the 1st, 12:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Clearwater, Florida, United States of America. It is a Shabbat. It's a Jewish thing. I don't remember what I talked about in that video where I didn't have the camera turned on. Anyway, sorry if I'm repeating myself, but today is a Shabbat, which means it's the holy day. It's the last day of the week, the seventh day of the week. Supposedly, we're not supposed to be worshiping God on the first day of the week. That's Sunday. That's sun worship. That's Roman paganism that comes from the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church supposedly is the one who changed it from Saturday to Sunday, because in the process of changing it, they said our authority is higher than the Bible. I don't know. There's all kind of weirdness in the world, my friends. All kind of weirdness. 98% of everything we've been taught has been a lie. There are various people throughout history, powerful, important people, who said that it was their goal. They said it out loud. It was their goal to make it such that everything the general public believes is a lie. That was their stated goal. So it shouldn't surprise us, except for the fact that everything we've ever been taught has been a lie. It shouldn't surprise us that everything we've ever been taught is a lie. Because they said they were going to do it, and they did it. So, anyway, that's my video today. Again, today is October the 1st, 2022, 12:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Clearwater, Florida, United States of America. God bless you. Peace, blessings, liberty to you and yours. Bye.